Hi, how are you? Yes, please come on into my office. Let's get you set up here. Just gonna be right through these doors. All right. Mark Fisher, Gold Coast Landscaping. Nice to meet you. And your name was? Perfect, okay. Let's see what we're doing today. Sorry, this isn't my typical office I use, so I'm just trying to get everything set up here. Perfect, okay. All right, let me pull up our document. You were right on time, perfect. Okay, so it looks like we are doing a remodeling of the front yard for your residence, is that correct? All right, great. So you guys filled out the information we needed. You sent over some concepts and some ideas of what you wanted to get done. Based on all of that information you sent us, I'll be reviewing what we picked out for you today, and hopefully we can iron out the game plan and get started on remodeling your front yard, because it sounds like you said you're having a family party in mid-July. And you want your home to be remodeled before then for your whole family to enjoy. Perfect. You love to hear it. You love to hear it. I just realized I am wearing a hat during our meeting. I apologize. I was out reviewing some of the job sites this morning, and it was cold out. So yeah, I have this hat on. Yeah, it's always good to have a beanie, you're right. I got a little hat hair now. My brother got me this beanie. Mammoth Brewing Company. Yeah, we went and hiked Mount Whitney 2 years ago. Yes, that Whitney. Tallest mountain in the continental US. I don't know how he talked me into it. I'm just joking, I love hiking. But yeah, my brother and I, we went and hiked Whitney in 2021. Tallest mountain in the US. Took us from 3 a.m. Got off the mountain around 9 p.m. Yeah, we did have to get acclimated. You have to hike a few smaller mountains because the elevation is so high that when you're up there, if you're not acclimated, your body stops you can't process the oxygen because it's so much thinner up there. But yeah, I apologize, sorry. I didn't realize I still had that hat on. Okay, guys, so you want to remodel the whole front yard. That's great. You sent over we're going to do before and after pictures. I saw what it looks like. What we're going to do today is talk about the 3 plants we have picked out for you guys based on what you wanted and our inventory that we have right now. We're going to talk about the retaining wall that you guys want to put in, potentially expanding the driveway. And then we'll just get going once that's all ironed out on what day we can start, what day is good for you, and then we'll just give you a projection of how long it should all take. Okay. So, first thing is first, I'm just gonna have you move over here a little bit, okay? I got a few things that I need you to see here on my projector, on my screen, okay? So, the first thing we got picked out for you, these are gonna go underneath those front big windows in the house. We're gonna have the English rhododendron. So we have a few varieties of rhododendron. Now, it sounds like you really enjoy the purplish pink hue that these ones give off. Let me pull up a bigger image. There we go, there's another. So this is a flowering shrub. It's gonna grow anywhere from 4 to 6 feet tall. It's gonna be it can be pretty wide. So here's some more pictures of it. Let's show you. So this is what people will do. They'll plant these underneath their windowsills. Now, your windows are up fairly high, so we don't want these to be uncomplimentary to the structure of your home. Now, these will allow your home to be complemented because they will fill in. They're not going to sit low underneath. Here's a picture of what they look like up close. So these will flower in early summer, and they will be around for pretty much the whole entire summer. So you're going to be able to enjoy these, and that's typically when you guys said you're out and about most around the house and you want to enjoy your landscape. Throughout the rest of the year, it will have these green leaves. Okay, let's pull up another picture. So here is a tall, mature bush. And what you guys can do is you guys can keep these at whatever height you like. So if they're getting too big, cut them down. If you want them bigger, let them grow. Ultimately, they're never going to get too big for your space, and they won't be too small. So you just get to decide what you want to do. Now, if you decide you want to thin them out a bit more and you want them, you can go like this. You know, let me move you here just a little bit. Can you see this? I want you to pick your head up, okay? Yeah, you're doing great. All right, so you guys can actually thin out the bottom, cut some branches out, and allow it to grow more into like an open, kind of not like a tree, but just like a tall shrub, a little bit more airy. So there's a few things you can do with it. So you can see that this tree, the shrub is very moldable. You can do with it what you like for the space and what you want it to do. So we have this in our, stock right now. So we will be ready to go on this. That's in our inventory. It's cold hardy. It only needs partial sun, and it is going to maintain moderately in moist soil. So I know you guys have a good bit of moisture in that area, and then you won't need to worry about any of the cold. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up our second plant we want to put in our second shrub we're looking at to complement. So those English rhododendrons are gonna be sitting underneath the windowsill and blocking that side patio. So you guys have a little bit of coverage and privacy there, but it will still, like you see here, you can adapt it how you like. You can do what you like with it. It'll still let that natural sunlight in that you guys want when you're having lunch or having drinks out there with friends. Okay, perfect. So give me a second here. Now, those are the fixture shrubs that are gonna be revolving around the front. Along the bottom and around with that curved edge you have going on right now, we're gonna pair that with the dwarf mugo pine. The dwarf mugo pine. Now this is gonna grow in mature size, probably about 4 foot in height and 8 feet wide, okay? It's a little bit of a more slow grower, but you guys have put down that you're comfortable with buying more mature plants and spending a little extra money. Now let me pull up some larger images of that for you. Just so you guys can see a little bit more about what we want. And I know that you have some backgrounds on the East Coast, being around pines and out in the Midwest. So this little shrub will give you that, you know, that memory, that experience that you enjoy. So we took a look at what you were talking about, and we wanted to really give you something that could give you that experience. Let's see. Yeah, it's a really lovely shrub. I mean, I have a few at my own home, personally. Yeah, I'm just trying to get a good image. I mean, that's a pretty good one. Here we go. Here's a good picture. Let's enhance this. Yeah, this is all from our site. You can go back and take a look at any of these later on. We're trying to open that. Okay, perfect. So here you go. Here you can see the dwarf mugo pine. It gets pretty large. That's behind a rock there, and it starts to expand upward and outward, and it has a nice smell, a nice aroma of evergreen to it, and it's really going to be a nice contrast to the rhododendrons, and they should mix very well. It should be very complementary, and it's one of the biggest things you guys asked for was low maintenance. So this is very low maintenance. It's gonna just need to be, let's see. I mean, I got all the stats back here. Yeah, it's drought tolerant, cold hardy. Just keep the soil moist and water once a week. Super low maintenance. So that's one picture of it. Let's pull up another. There she blows. There's another one. Boom. Let's get, look at that. There she blows. It's just a great pine, and it's going to get nice and full and low maintenance, and it'll be perfect right there. So that's great. If there is there any other questions you guys have about that? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, perfect. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's low maintenance and cold hardy. Grows about 4 feet in height to 8 feet wide, and we'll pair these on the outside edge on that revolving swiveled mulch line you have there. We're gonna plant these along the outside of that, so that will take care of the whole entire front yard. All low maintenance, nice contrasted colors, and great smells. So, you know, a lot of the things you guys are looking for. Okay, we're gonna move on to our third plant. Now, this is a tree. You guys need some shade in the yard. You guys have talked about this in the email. You are just getting beat with the sun, and we need to get some shade in there. So what we have in our inventory right now, and of the trees you selected, we're gonna go over, you guys selected the Stewart Pecan. The Stewart Pecan. Stewart Pecan right here. Beautiful tree, let me say. Now, let's get some pictures going of the Stewart Pecan. Yeah, let me clear some of this out. Sorry, I got two computers here. I'm like, which one do I use? Stewart Pecan. Now, there's a great dual factor here about the Stewart Pecan. First off, it's not a deciduous tree, meaning it's going to retain its foliage year-round, providing shade year-round. In the summer months, it will get a little bit more bright yellow and green, light greenish. And then after, let's see, I mean, it's a pecan tree, so yeah, it's gonna produce pecans. You're right, yeah. So you guys have, again, opted for a more mature tree. Let's review how long does it take for the tree to produce pecans. I wanna say 15 years. So I was actually less. It's 8 to 10 years, and you guys can start enjoying beautiful, nutritious, homegrown, amazing pecans on your own property. So a great thing about the Stewart Pecan, you guys wanted a really large, again, shady tree that has extra benefit, and you guys chose the Stewart Pecan, so it covers all those bases, and it's gonna get 50 feet tall, and its spread is going to be about 35 feet wide. You guys have a perfect room for it there. It's going to look great on your property. And is there any other questions you guys have? Let's take a look at one of them now. Yeah, absolutely. Let's get a picture going up on here. So they're just showing us all this. I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful tree. Like, let's take a look right here. It's a little hard to tell, but we got one on our site. Boom. There she blows. Beautiful canopy, shading your yard with nutritious and healthy snacks growing off of it. Stewart pecan, truly a great choice. Beautiful tree for your home. And we have plenty of mature ones in stock ready to go, and you guys can choose the one you like, and then we'll have it in the ground for you. So great choices there, guys. We got all all three of the plants reviewed. The last thing I want to talk about is we want to build that retaining wall that is going to house all of the rhododendrons and the mugo pines. And it's going to accent and give more depth and character to the front of the house. So again, a retaining wall is going to be set above your lawn, underneath the windowsill, like a raised bed, okay? So what I just need to know is what stone, what material you guys want to use. Okay, so let me show you. There she blows. So yeah, sorry, sometimes our website can be a little finicky. It's not showing me the pictures I want. So basically, it's just, you have that little slope in your front yard, and we want to level that off and give more depth and character to the front while raising up these rhododendrons and pines. The mugo pines. So we are going to want to ask, do you want to use stone or do you want to use pavers? Now here's a review of some of the materials. You guys could go with the classic paved stone retaining wall blocks. I'll open that one up. You guys look like that. Or we could go with some stone. Let's see. We could do more of like a natural. Look, we could go with something like this. Yeah, more of like an actual just manufactured stone. Okay. Then we have another option. Let's see. What is it? Flagstone. We could use flagstone. So we would just, right, this is what I thought would look best, is flagstone. So we'll stack that all up, build it up in the shape, again, of the swivel you have there on the mulch, and it'll just give some nice depth and character to the front yard. Perfect, okay, so we'll use the flagstone. We have 3 different types. You can go on the website, let us know, and then we will get that going. We can get started. Today is, okay, we can get started on Monday morning, this following week. My guys can be out there at 7:30 a.m. This project should take us 5 days, okay? We will write up the whole entire quote and we will send this over to you. If everything is good, you guys will sign the documents and we will get going on Monday. If there's any issues, come back over or give me a call. We'll iron it out and we'll get going. Okay, so we got all the plans taken care of. We got the material for the retaining wall. And we explained to you what it's gonna do. And you guys already talked about that. We told you what day, how long it'll take. And we will send you over the quote. Okay, guys. Perfect. Well, I think everyone is going to get to really enjoy your new front yard next month when all your family comes down for this party. It was an absolute pleasure meeting you both and doing business. Again, my name is Mark, and thank you so much for choosing the Gold Coast Landscaping Company. We really look forward to doing this job. All right, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you on Monday. Yeah, and I'll have my hat too. All right, you guys have a great day. Bye.